My name is Marvin Roe, and this is my transformation story. When I was 16, I weighed around 260 pounds. My eating habits were out of control. My physical health was dangerously bad, and I was bullied for being obese. I came to a point in my life where I was so unhappy and so out of shape that I just owned up and I said, I need to make a change now. At first working out was really hard. I spent so much time doing sit-ups in my room, and I spent hours on the treadmill, it felt like, and I just didn't seem to be going anywhere. So if you fast forward about a month, I've been going to the gym 4 days a week. I'm working as hard as I can, and I just don't seem to be seeing any results still. Really the day that changed my life was one day when I decided to venture away from the treadmill and over to the bench press, and I had 135 on the bar. That's a 45 on each side. I had no spotter, didn't know at all what I was doing. I took the bar off the rack, and as soon as I did that, it just came straight down on my chest, and I was stuck. And I didn't know what to do. I couldn't get it off me. And all of a sudden, this big figure walks up to me, lifts the bar off me, says, "Kid, what are you doing? You're gonna get hurt out here." And so I say, "I'm sorry, I'm not really sure what I'm doing." And he goes, "Yeah, I can tell. I've seen you in here 4 days a week for the past month, and you don't seem to be getting any results at all." So I felt kind of discouraged, because this was the biggest guy in the gym telling me, maybe the fattest guy there, that I wasn't making any progress, which I already knew. But then he reached out to me and said, "If you want to change, I can help you with that." I said, "Wow, thank you so much, but how are you going to help me?" And he looked back at me and said, "Believe it or not, I wasn't always the biggest guy in the gym myself. I was once a lot like you." I was astonished because, this guy was ripped, and it didn't look like he'd ever had 1 ounce of fat on him in his entire life. He continued to say, "Luckily, when I was like you, I stumbled across a program. It was a workout system and a diet plan that changed everything." He then said, "I'll give you that program, and if you follow it step by step, then eventually you'll have the body you dreamed of and the body you deserved." So I did just that, and I got the program. It's called Maximum Transformation. After he gave me the program, I said, "Thanks, what do I owe you for it?" And he said, "Nothing, just make sure to pass the favor on." So that's what I'm doing, and that's the purpose of this video. I'm actually going to link the Maximum Transformation program website down in the description. But anyway, back to the journey. Once I started following the program, I was lifting like I'd never lifted before, and I was eating like I've never eaten before, and I started to see a change, fast. In just a matter of months, I looked, and more importantly, felt completely different. So I did what any reasonable person would do at this point, and I stuck with the program. And boy, did it pay off. The program really introduced me to an entirely different diet, an entirely different way of working out, and that's what helped me transform my body so quickly. So yeah, that was me after 3 months of the program, and yes, I did lose 40 pounds, so I decided that I would continue doing the program, and pretty soon I completely transformed again and looked like this. Needless to say, I was no longer bullied for being fat, and actually, I started talking to more girls than ever before. My friends were in shock, and they were curious to know how I transformed my body so quickly, So I shared the program with them, and some of them saw similar results too. I hope you guys enjoyed my transformation story, but just keep in mind this video is also made in part to help people start their own transformation stories. So what I'm going to do is put the link for the website that contains the Maximum Transformation Fitness Program. I'm going to put that in the description of this video. And the program is completely free. You don't have to buy anything. And it really changed my life, so just give it a shot.